Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you to the office of the National Road Fund. Today marks the official turning over 2 vehicles bought by the National Road Fund to the Ministry of Transport. As a matter of fact, the Ministry of Transport or the Minister of Transport is one of the board members. As you are aware that the National Road Fund is being governed by the Interministerial Committee that provides leadership on the day-to-day activity of the National Road Fund. So we are pleased to welcome Mrs. Josita Newell Wento, the manager of the National Road Fund, who will make a very special remarks in subsequent handing over of the
Good afternoon, everyone. My colleague, Mr. Prince Nimra, and Emma, the entire Road Fund technical department, join me today to do something that might seem very small and insignificant to many, but to some very big. The National Road Fund, set up by law, is for road maintenance and rehabilitation, not just for roads but bridges as well. And we have a board that comprises of about 5 ministers, and one of those ministers is the Minister of Transport, Honorable Sirleaf Tyler, Ralph Sirleaf Tyler. As you may be aware, for some of you who are, very up to date with your vehicle registration, when you go to register your vehicle, you will see a small line on there that says about $3 for road fund collection. A couple of months ago, we partnered with the good people at the Ministry of Transport to implement one of our critical issues that we have when it comes to road safety. For most of the people that live on the Western Belt, Grand Cape Mount, Bomin, I think Bapolu on that side, they have some challenges with the roads, serious challenges. And when we did our technical evaluation, one of the reasons was uncontrolled axle load. That means the weight of the car, they were not properly measured, and then they come on the road. So when the engineers design the roads are designed to hold certain tonnage, and if you overweigh your car and the tonnage for the road does not commensurate, then the road deteriorates faster. So when we saw that as a problem, we worked with the Ministry of Transport to implement a law that was already on the books. That law is called the Axle Load Control Law. For all of these things that we are implementing or operationalizing, they are all geared towards road safety. So the National Road Fund has a budget of a little over $40 million. This year, last year, actually, when we went to the Africa Road Maintenance Fund General Meeting along with the board chair and some other members, we agreed, because that is a continental policy now, that road funds in Africa will not only be doing road maintenance, but they should also focus on the safety of the roads. Some people have lost precious family members to road accidents. According to World Health Organization, approximately 1,800 plus people die every year while using the road. So when we do all these different things, we are trying to, have a pliable road, but then there are also some components of the road that remain critical. For example, some of you live in communities that you are walking at night, there's no street light, you can't see. Sometimes, especially when the place is dark, the criminals try to take that as an opportunity to hijack you from what you have gainfully earned and all of those things. Sometimes as well, when you are driving during a heavy rain, you can't really see the road stripes, the demarcation on the road. So we have been working very closely with the Ministry of Transport to say that, look, we have some money to give you for your projects for roads, but these are the indicators. When you deliver on these things, then you have access to more funding. So we have been working very closely, and in April, early May of this year, we did a test trial of what we call the axle load, the wave bridge at Clay. So it was in test for a period. Over the period since we started operation, just from using that corridor, we have raised up to $70,000 from that. But more to that, we are also working with the local communities, the people in Bomi and in that region. We are employing about what? 15. Okay, so they have employed 15 from Bomi and the neighboring communities there. And from the road fund side, we have some very young professional, young people. We're giving about 6% opportunities to go and work there. These people will have employment. So most of these things that we're doing, one, to generate funds that will be used for more road safety activities, and two, to ensure that those who are helping us implement some of these important projects are also, how do I say it? They are supported to implement their work. So with that, Honorable Minister from the National Road Fund, Mr. Nimra, please come, because Mr. Nimra is the engineer here, and he is the one that gave me the technical green light to say this project is technically sound, or this project has reached significant level of completion, and we can go ahead to make the payment. So I'd like for you to join me so that we can turn over these keys to the minister that is responsible for rails. For rails to take care of the government property and help us implement our road safety program. Later on, we'll come back to you so that we can implement other programs to generate money. So on behalf of Mr. Nimra, myself, and the rest of the road fund family, we turn over these keys to be used for the implementation of your work. Thank you very much.
Thanks. We now thank the Minister for remarks and accepting of the vehicle. Good afternoon to all.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to all. I want to begin by expressing our thanks and appreciation to the National Road Fund. Today is a milestone achievement. The presentation of the two to the Ministry of Transport by the National Road Fund. And as the head of the National Road Fund rightly indicated, our partnership has been largely successful. As you are aware, the National Road Fund is responsible to supporting government initiative geared towards maintaining our road infrastructure. On the other side, the Ministry of Transport is responsible to ensure safety along our road corridor. And so at the Ministry of Transport currently, we have the road safety secretary station that we comprise of 5 ministries: Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Justice, Education, and Public. In recent times, the Ministry of Transport, in collaboration with the National Road Fund, launched the Asset Control Program. That is to ensure
that vehicle plying our road are not overloaded, because when they do, they damage the roads, and the burden come back to the government. And so, like the director indicated, the Ministry of Transport have been supportive of the road fund in so many ways. In recent times, we levied different fees for all categories of vehicle license plates. And that funding goes to the National Road Fund to enhance our activity. And so the two vehicles we presented today, I would say they came the right time. They're going to help our people, our technicians, to ensure scrupulous adherence and implementation of the absolute law. And so with that said, I'd like to use the time to also call on our drivers, the driving public, to please adhere to the absolute law to protect our road infrastructure. We can show the National Road Fund family that the two vehicles presented will be used for the intended purpose. And that is to ensure that, as stated previously, monitoring and ensuring that all the laws and regulations relative to ensuring safety and our rules are adhered to. Thank you so much.
Can they walk to the car?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
No, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, so close the door. Yeah. Then it's kill it.
Make sure we make more money.
Oh no, money coming.
The investment.
I would double it. So you have a technician too?
Oh, yes. This is the man that is making it happen for us. He is the expert for Axolo. He's a consultant also on the project.
Thank you, ma'am.
And he's your portfolio too big, that's a problem. And a very able procurement, Mr. Clark.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. We are honored to be part of this.
So we encourage you to use the government, think well. This man here, he will be coming at your place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And all the road safety thing we're doing will come to evaluate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.